Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Death Wish Hot Rods and Customs. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup. Thanks for joining us on the show, brother. How's everything going over where you are?
Well, it is raining and it's dreary, so it's pretty good actually. So
hey, best days, right?
Yeah, and summer is soon over, so that's good.
We're about to hit into our spring, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
and then our incredibly hot and brutal summer.
You're a napalm month.
Hey, that exactly nails it, mate. Yeah, but hey, man, congratulations. I don't know what's the date over there today.
It is Friday.
Okay, so it's the 27th.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations! Album number 3 is out today.
It got released a couple of hours ago. We will officially, release it in 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, I mean, it is still out on Spotify and on YouTube, but we want to like an official message and linking to everything at around 10 today.
Well, that's exciting though. I know there's always that like slow little leak to make it.
Exactly. I mean, when it comes to Spotify, you can't really, we want to release it at 10 or something. It gets released at 1 minute past midnight.
It's weird, isn't it? So weird how that happens, man. I find it with the show too. I'll upload it. It'll go everywhere, and then I'll have to keep refreshing, and then it'll show up on Spotify. Weird.
Yeah, black magic.
It is, yes. Well, dude, thank you so much for joining us on the show. As I mentioned, the new album Arkivet. Is that how it's pronounced?
Arkivet.
Arkivet.
But you can say archive or the archive. That's fine. It means the same thing.
That's my terrible Australian. Always say that. But as we mentioned before, album number 3 for you guys, and it sees the concept skip forward into a bleak, not so distant future where there's no going back for humanity, and survivors are documenting the past to try and preserve what's left. It's a very, very real concept, and I feel like we're really fucking close to it.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really want to go far into the future, like having some kind of dystopian Mad Max or high sci-fi stuff. We wanted to feel real.
Yes.
So that's why we only put it, I don't know, 2 years in the future or something, and it doesn't seem too far-fetched that it might actually be something similar. And to be honest, there are places around the world that more or less these things are happening, but not where you and I live. It's still pretty good here.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's some terrible things going on in the world right now, and it's just crazy, man. And another big thing is it's got a big environmental sort of nature taking back over, like in the song Overgrowth, which would 100% happen without humans here. There's like that documentary. Remember how they sped everything up?
Yeah, what's it called? After Earth, I believe.
Yeah, that was it. It was brutal.
Yeah, I might have maybe I wrote this song maybe, I don't know, 2 years ago or something, 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I might have thought about that documentary, but I wanted to explain it more, violently and more poetic.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Did you have it all planned out with the concept and lyrics first?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there were a couple of riffs that Tobias, the main guitarist, had already made. But we discussed, after Natt Arvet, we wanted to do something different, but not too different. So, but I think we came pretty early with the concept about the end of the world. We knew that we wanted to be the end of the world, but we weren't really sure how we would explain it. Should it be, just pure Armageddon? Or, should it be like a slow decay? But I guess the concept I think the name, or as it was called Vita Arkivet first, but that's, that's another story why we can't be named that. But I think that was done in the late 2019. I think we came up with that name.
Wow. So when was it recorded though? Last year or this year?
Yeah, last year was recorded in, I think the drums were done pretty early, maybe spring of last year, like a year ago, I believe.
Did you find that recording during the pandemic like helped focus, some of those finer details, and give you a chance to go back and touch up some things where, sometimes it's like bang, 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 you got to get it out?
I wouldn't say, I'm not sure. I guess it helped, but it wasn't in recording. I guess it just gave us ample time to really focus on the album because there were we didn't need to rehearse for any gigs or festivals, even though that would have been a pretty nice problem to have.
Yes.
But no, I mean, we were very focused and we had a plan, we had deadlines, and to not do these extra rehearsals, it kind of, it made us focus more. But the recording was the same as, if it was 3 years ago.
Are you jamming again now? Are you and the boys back at it, or are you playing gigs, or what's going on?
We are doing some sporadic rehearsals. We will rehearse soon again because of things I can't go into right now. But we do have 2 gigs planned in December, but again, we're not sure if they will happen. They just canceled a pretty big festival here in Sweden called Mörkaste Småland, where some pretty big bands were supposed to play.
That sucks.
And but that was in September. We aren't playing until December, so might be a difference. So
fingers crossed, dude. Hey.
Yeah, we still have things planned for next year's also, but who knows? Maybe next year will be canceled also.
Oh man, let's hope not, eh?
Gotta get. I guess we need to play outside of Sweden in that case,
Yeah, Australia.
Fine.
Have you done Australia before?
No, I mean I've been to Australia, but we never play there. So, but it seems like we have a pretty good fan base in all over Australia. So it would be amazing to play there, but it's not logistically. It's pretty harrowing to go there.
It's a big ass flight, long flight, and
I mean,
far away. But man, we make it work.
And usually, if it's like a gig, the promoters they really don't want to pay like 6 tickets, and then hosting us and stuff. That's a lot of money for potential no winning. So.
Yeah, I mean, but I think, as you said, there's a lot of people like down here that would really love to see you. So hopefully, when it all goes back to normal, hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, we will see you down here soon. But the video clips that you released for this album are absolutely incredible. The archive is just this massive cinematic masterpiece, and then you've got the gentle touch of humanity, which is a bit more stripped back and atmospheric. It's very confronting though, that one. That's pretty full on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that we wanted one lyric video. We always released a lyric video, but we want to make them a bit different.
Yes.
From Arkivet, we did a lyric video to The Isolationist, which was more of a montage of snowy, desolate landscapes with big texts. Well, this one is more, like a static image. And then in the middle, we have these news clips from all around the world, and then the text a bit down there. But it got censored, so it doesn't have that many views because people are paranoid and they don't want to sign up for YouTube because they think the big company will steal their credit card or something. But more power to the people who watched it. But we knew that we also wanted to make again something different.
Yes.
Our goal wasn't to provoke or to do anything of sorts. It just Well, to be fair, when I wrote the lyrics for The Gentle Touch of Humanity, I didn't see it the way as it become, as it is portrayed in the video. That was the vision to be us and his friend Isak from Svartna Film. Svartna Film is, by the way, the product company has done all of our videos, all the way back from Ghostlands, all the way to this one, which our guitarist is also a part of.
Oh, cool.
So that was their interpretation of the lyrics that I wrote. So I didn't write it as environmental hatred or anything like that. It was more like, we exist, we destroy, we suck. And that is, our gentle touch. But I do like his vision.
Yes.
It wasn't what I, saw in my mind's eye when I wrote it, but I'm happy it become the way it did. So.
Yep, you go.
Yeah, and that's also the same thing with the archive, the video, because I wrote the lyrics from so I came up with the concept for the song.
Yes.
Then Mikael Strömberg wrote a small short novel of the concept. Then I rewrote my lyrics for the concept he did in his book, and then Svartna Film made their interpretation of the lyrics and the book. So it's 3 people doing their interpretation of each other, which then created that song.
That's really cool. Like how that's really interesting. Because I mean, as that was going to be my next question. Is I know there's a special edition with the book. That in itself is really, really cool and interesting. How did that come about?
Well, Mikael, he's from Norrtälje, which is a small town just north of Stockholm, where our guitarist comes from, and all that. And he was known there for, he's writing horror stories and short and big novels. And we used to reach out to him, explain the concept for him, like that we wanted to have a book or a short novel for our upcoming album. And he was like, yeah, this sounds really, really cool. So we had a video meeting with him, explain for him our vision of the album and songs, and then we gave him free artistic freedom, to do whatever he wants. And when he sent us the first draft, we were like, yeah, there's nothing we want to change here, just keep going. And yeah, the rest is history. And calling it a book will make, most people don't read books because, why would you when there's Reddit and YouTube? So it's more of a short novel, it's 60 pages, but it won't feel as big because, like, if you buy the vinyl, it will be part of the vinyl. So it's only a couple of pages.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really, really cool, man. Is it going to be, apart from the vinyl and so, is it going to be available anywhere else?
I'm not sure if it will come as a book, if you can buy it like alongside the CD.
Yeah.
I know that on the side, I'm not sure if this is official yet, but fuck it. The book will be as an audiobook in Swedish, at least.
Yeah.
But it's going to be released via Mikael. That's not from us, though. But I actually don't know if it will be available outside of the vinyl. But maybe we'll see.
I'd like to get my hands on it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Either way, I want to dive into it because I really like the album. I really like diving into it. But is there anything else you want to expand on creatively in that way? I mean, you've done the book, but there's so many other avenues you could go.
Yeah, I mean, that was we spoke about making a book or making something before, but we never really had I wouldn't say a reason for it, but we knew that we wanted to, but we didn't know how we wanted to do it. So because we are signed with Black Lodge, they are so good. So if we wanted to have, they say yes to whatever sounds cool. And this was something they're like, yes, let's do it. What kind of book? How big book? Do you want to be a big coffee table book? We're like, no. So they are super good and supportive in that sense. And if this is popular, I'm sure we will do something different on our fourth release, whatever that might be. But yeah, I mean, it was just there's so many things we can do. We're thinking about doing a book or maybe Arkivet, the Vita Arkivet is a piece of paper that you write down your last will, so you know how your funeral is supposed to be. So we were thinking about, maybe we could have a special edition where we have our own last will, which people could sign in and stuff. There were tons of things that we were thinking about. But yeah, so the creative process is never ending, and there's so much else we could do, but time, money, and stuff.
That's it. Hey, you never know. Full movie, because I could see you guys like scoring a film or something like that. That'd be really cool.
Well, this is little known fact. So I'm not sure. Yeah, not too many people know about this. So in Natt Arvet, we have a song called "The Achromatic Road."
Yes.
And the main riff from that one was actually supposed to be for a video game that got scrapped because they asked. Yeah, it was a company or a person who was making like a zombie game and asked us to make a song for it. So, but nothing really happened from that. So we took that riff, which then became the Achromatic Road.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but we see ourselves as a pretty cinematic band.
Yes.
So I'm sure it would be interesting to make some soundtrack for something.
Hey, I could see that. That'd be really, really fucking cool. But I mean, you guys have been going for quite a few years now, since 2014. But I'm sure you guys have been involved in the music scene for many, many years before that, in some aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't start to become a real musician maybe until like 2007 or 6 or something, when I joined a black metal band here in Stockholm. But yeah, and most people have done music since the 90s, or playing music since the 90s, and then the first band started to pop up in the early 2000s and stuff. So yeah.
What's the scene like over there? I mean, I know right now it's a bit, how's it going everywhere, but genuinely, what's the music scene over there like for you, and the involvement and the camaraderie and everything like that? How is it?
Because there's so many bands over here, it is pretty good. Everyone has a pretty good relationship with everyone. There's, even though bands can be bigger or smaller, when you meet, there isn't any kind of like, oh, I am above you, stand over there, you can talk with us whenever, we are the biggest band is this room. It's fucking Sweden, everyone is in a band. When you go gigging, if you don't see people headbanging or moshing and people are standing this, that's because they're like judging you, because they're thinking about their own band, how better they are than you. So, but but I'd say the camaraderie here is really good. Everyone knows, well, not everyone knows each other, but there's no bad blood. There's no black metal mafia here, as far as I know.
Mate, it sounds like a pretty good place to me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say that maybe Stockholm is the best metal scene for live gigs in Sweden, but I would maybe say Gothenburg is pretty good, and up north is pretty good also.
Man, I'd love to just come and visit. You mentioned you'd been to Australia before. What the hell were you doing in Australia? Out of anywhere in the world, what brought you down here?
I was burning up. No, I was in a previous life with a previous person who lived there, or used to live there. So we went around in Sydney, went to Jenolan Caves, and around Sydney. I didn't explore too much around Sydney except like Katoomba on the way to Jenolan Caves, but I got to see the Blue Mountains at least.
Hey, it's a nice place. See, I'm way up north, so over the border, which is
the only north that I know from is like Darwin.
Oh no, that's fucking that way, but that way, far away. But yeah, somewhere. But hey, man, I definitely hope you and the boys can come down here and have a few cold ones. But thanks for hanging out on the show, man. It's been really cool, and congratulations. It's party time for you. You're gonna have a few beers today to celebrate.
Well, it is Friday, and that's when the Swede starts to live. So I'm sure there will be a couple of extra today.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Well, dude, thank you, and we'll keep the beers cold for you, my man.
Cheers. Okay. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks, buddy.